Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you the pictures that I've colored in the month of May 2020, and we will dive straight in with Cute Witches coloring book by Jade Summer. I was hosting, or co-hosting I should say, halfway to Halloween coloring. It was a color along hosted by the bibliophile colorist John, and thank you again John for having me co-host. Was not very active the past few months. I tried to be more active this month, but it was still a bit difficult, so my apologies for that. But I did manage to color two Halloween or spooky themed pictures, so I hope you've liked that. The first one I did in May, and that was for the color along, is this page. It took quite some time because yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of details. I've used for a few parts, was it Albrecht Dürer or Supracolors? Anyway, watercolor based pencils, and I went on top with the regular pencils. I did Prismacolors on this part because I did a little color and chat while coloring it. But yeah, I was very happy with how it turned out. I will lift it up for some more details. I hope I can refocus. Yes. I don't think I've used much stickles. There are some stickles here on her bow and a bit of shimmery gel pen on some details, and on this witch there's glitter gel pen as well. It's not very, now we can see it, but I've kept it quite shimmerless, I should say. It's quite a quite natural looking page, and I'm very happy with how my tree turned out. That's Derwent drawing, the dark part, I should say. So yeah, this was a very lovely page to color, and I'm very happy with the result. I especially like, of course, the highlights in her clothing, and yeah, very happy with this one. The next one I did was in Flora by Maria Trolle, and I can't I've written down oh yeah, girl with fox, and I couldn't even remember what it was, and it was this one. Now I've used quite some cold colors, so it is a bit different. Most of the time I choose my colors a bit more warm and yeah, happy, but this is quite a cool page, except for her red dress. That's Supracolor and a bit of Pablo on top. The Supracolor red is super vivid and very intense, so I really like to use it on this one. And I did a shimmery part only on these leaves, and for other shimmery parts, I'm going to refocus, I've put down some stickles on the wings of the little bees. And as an extra detail, I've put in some bubbles. I didn't do anything special. The fur was already drawn in, so I kept it quite the same looking. So it's an okay page, but it's not my favorite of the month. But I had fun doing it, working on this one. then we go to Hannah Lynn, always fun if you're coloring a Hannah Lynn page. And I've showed how I did the background for this page. And I think it's more, yes, she's here. So I've showed in a little video how I did my galaxy background, and I'm super happy with the result. I went on the board with some dark acrylic marker, a cheap one, it's not very good, and went on top with some cheap glitter paint, and that's nice. And then of course in this, for this page, we have some stickles in the pumpkin, some stickles around the stars, some stickles on this spider web, on the flower. I really had a lot of fun working on this page. Hannah Lynn is always so, yeah, it just makes you happy, and yeah, I'm always happy with my Hannah Lynn pages. And I like how my pumpkin turned out. I did a base layer of marker and went on top with pencils, and I love the fact that he has a bit of glowing areas here and there. So yeah, very happy with this one, and this was also for halfway to Halloween coloring. And then I went into the Enchanted Faces book because I knew that I had a background done on one of the pictures. I had some paint left from another project months and months ago, and I remembered that there was one ready to be colored in, and so I just thought I will do it, and it's this one. So I did this background with some splatters, and then I've colored in a freckled girl. She's a bit sunburned on her cheeks and on her shoulders. She looks really summery, and she has some glossy accents on her lips, as you can see, and on the hearts here on her uniform. So she was very lovely to do. The moon is also painted with a shimmery paint. So again, a lovely project to work on, and happy with the result. Finally she's done. And then I grabbed a Clara Markova book, and since I haven't worked a lot in this one, I thought it was time to do another. And so I've worked with watercolor pencils only, and it's on this page, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I've started my background. I always start with the background, at least in 95% of my time I start with the background, because then I can determine the other colors, and sometimes the 5% left I do the objects or the subject first. But here I started with the background, and then slowly decided on the colors for the leaves and then for the cat. And I wanted a gray cat, but it turned out it's kind of a cocoa color. I've worked with the Supras, and I think excuse me, that he is a bit of a Siamese. I think it's a Siamese cat that has such a brownish grayish fur, and I'm really happy with how this page turned out. and I've put down some shimmer or some glossy accents, excuse me, in his eyes, on the little heart on his nose, and of course here in the clock. And everything else is shimmery paint, a bit of stickles here and there. These drops are glossy accents as well. And as I was saying, everything is watercolor, no pencil extra, and I think it turned out lovely. I'm really happy with how this page has come to life, and yeah, I really had a lot of fun working on this one, and it was so done. It was so quickly done. Maybe 2-3 hours, I think. Yeah, very, very happy with this one. And then we are going to the world of princesses. I hadn't touched this Coloring Heaven magazine since I had it, and it was of a few months back, and I decided to give it a go. And I've done my Nigerian, it's a Nigerian princess, and she turned out like this, and I can hardly believe that I've colored it myself. Yeah, I really wanted to do a darker skin again, and yeah, I'm so happy with how she turned out. I think she's lovely. I like the highlights everywhere on her body. I've used luminance pencils for her skin. The other parts are marker based with pencil on top, and this is pure gold paint, just very simple. And for her, I think it's an earring, I'm not sure. And for her clothing, I just grabbed stickles, I think diamond or fairy dust or something like that, to give it a shimmer, and left it. And the background is coffee. And it really suited the picture of the princess. I think it's, yeah, it has a bit of structure, and really it matched. It matched everything, and it turned out even better than I hoped. So I'm very proud of this one. Very, very happy with my girl. I had a lot of fun working on her too. And then for the last project, I've just finished it on my birthday. That was the 30th of May, and it was nice to finish something on your special day. So it is this one. When did I color this? I forgot to put down a date, but it was last year somewhere. And now I've worked on this one and finished it. I've used super colors for the background and for the flowers, but I must say I love my Supracolor pencils, but this paper, it isn't super friendly for the pigment. It turns out quite dull, and I had to go over everything, not the background, but on every flower I went over with Pablo pencils. The leaves are Prismacolor pencils because I wanted a special kind of green, a more poppy green, and the greens in the Prismacolors have such special tones, pine color, and the birds are Holbein pencils. And I'm very happy with how they turned out. When the flowers and the leaves were done, I had no clue how I should color my birds. Brown was too boring, and then I thought of a combo that I've come up with a few months ago, So it's only 3 colors. I've looked it up and thought I'm just going to give it a try on these birds, and I'm very happy because they really pop out. And they are looking like this close up. I'm going to refocus. So, and the flowers have some glitter gel pen in the middle. The bee has some clear jelly roll gel pen, and the butterfly has some stickles. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Very happy with the result, and it was nice to dive into my very first book by Maria Trolle that I bought at Twilight Garden. But the paper is a bit of, I don't know, the pigments of the supracolors most of the time really are poppy, but they were quite dull in this book, so I just had to go over with regular pencils. But in the end, the result is, really my cup of tea. I'm super happy with how this one turned out. So I'm going to leave it open. That concludes my finished pages for the month of May. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them below. And I hope I will see you soon for a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.